The question comes, should you really hate a rival? I mean, it's such a mean, nasty word. But in the case of clean, old-fashioned hate, there's really no other choice. A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Colligan, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. From the gun, it's Hosley. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Sets his feet. It's Mendoza. Look out! Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Addison. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got a man, it's May. Smashes through the tackle. Into the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Changing the routes with his receivers. Looking for a crease. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like, the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big third down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there's a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man in Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, has really proven to be a great back.
Buying time to his right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot. It takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Lets it go to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Handoff for Frazier. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And he's in! Touchdown, Georgia!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And he puts through the extra point. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Moving the pocket, it's Mendoza. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The Georgia offense ready to go on the attack. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
The Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside, it's Phillips. And those hairy Dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Here's a gift to Frazier. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Right side, it's Phillips. Crosses the tackle. Breaks free, and he might be gone. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Tells the run, wants to pass. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Rolls right. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out wide left, it's Allen. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets it to the 23.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Hunt is on its way. Cradles it at the 35. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Oh, pressure's coming. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes a man miss. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to find his man in the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time. At the 45 on his way. And he returned that into reverse skate in a hurry and takes it to the 46. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Hosley. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36. And there is little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double-teamed, right? Because he's right there, and you got the guards next to him, but the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the line, gets to the quarterback, and gets the sack.
Out wide right, it's Allen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. On the move. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Trying to run, it's Hosley. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Sets his feet. It's Mendoza. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score.
Set to kick this one.
Coming out with it, it's Coleman Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field. Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him. He can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
And, man, guys, we talked about this guy coming into the game, right? He is good, and he can catch the football. He can make plays. That's his first target on the day. And I think the defense is just as surprised as we are, but the offense definitely got to get this guy more involved.
Still on his feet at the 45. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
2nd and long here. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Rush right in his face. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Got to make the play on 4th. Throws for the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converting the 4th down to keep the drive going.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Run in the red zone. It's Frazier. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
They'll run with Nate Frazier. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now up by 4 here in the 3rd quarter. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's start with Texas, taking on the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Longhorns getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. They finished their season unbeaten, 12-0 on the year. What a performance by that group. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mac.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the 2nd half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the 2nd half, this could be a much different looking football game.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Got a little space. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. He's piled up 112 yards rushing in this game, and he's on his way to a 1,400-yard season.
And with that run, man, he goes over 100 yards. And the physicality of the ground game, that to me, that's what's going to stand out in this rivalry game. In the 2nd half, that's what made the difference a year ago. That's why they won in such close fashion. Having a guy that they can count on in the big moments in the 2nd half of this football game is going to decide who wins.
churns into the pile. There he goes. He's at the 10. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldog.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humming.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run him again. Here's a little room there. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Moving to his left. And he'll just get rid of that one.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Right down the middle. He's got him this time. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeps it himself. Now the pitch. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Pulls it. He'll toss it. He gets it in there again, scored the touchdown, got the 2. He's doing his part to mount the comeback. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Sees a crease. Enough to move the chains. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. Inside the touchdown Bulldog. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And this dude has been a problem today. almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Escapes the pressure going right. That's reeled in, it's Allen. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there, Paul.
Yeah, and David,
looking for a deep man. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Man, defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Left side, it's May. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets are flying down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on during the second half.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Man, you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and a really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive gain, nice positive toss play.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
Been impressed with this defense today, guys. Like, just really good job of being physical. And you've seen it show up on the defensive line with linebackers, with safeties. Everybody doing a great job filling gaps, understanding discipline, and being where they're supposed to be. Really strangled this running game for this O.
Quick give. It's Powell. Defense all over him.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Unleashes it. Got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the back. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Phillips. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Handoff for Frazier. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got a man. It's Humphries. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here's a gift to Frazier. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
2nd down, going to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. What a costly mistake, and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception. And now this offense can drive down and take the lead. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He was thinking big return. Didn't get that. But boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. So the defense sets him up with that interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Hits inside, it's Phillips. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Out wide left, it's Frazier. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Play action on first down. Still looking to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Going to the run, it's Frazier. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Moves the pocket. It's Stockton. Moves to his right. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He lets one fly deep. A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Fresh center downs going to the air. Stepping to the right. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Got it in the middle, it's May. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Line getting set on second down. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hosley. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It's complete. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Back's got it on the... Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
Well, these 4-3 defensive ends that can get pressure on quarterbacks, they get paid a lot of money in the National Football League, and that's why. You can get out of your stance and win it around the edge to get to the QB. Not many guys do it as well as that.
The run inside. It's Hosley. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. And he hooked it, missed it badly to the left. The clean old-fashioned hate was evident, and now Georgia Tech has even more reason to hate the Dogs because the red and black come out on top. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David